I get a lot of people telling me that they're worried that this won't work because they don't have any experience. So I'm going to show you guys the thought process and I'm going to break it down step by step. So first and foremost, I've been fixing phones for about 7 years. I've taught over 15,000 people how to get started. So if you guys are worried about getting the wrong information from the wrong place, don't worry. You're getting it right from the source, straight from the horse's mouth. I'm going to be able to show and tell you guys exactly what you need to do step by step. So by the end of this video, you know how to source broken phones on Facebook Marketplace and exactly what you need to do so that you can fix and flip them and make a living doing it. All right, so I'm going to share my screen right now. This is eBay. I'm in the wrong place, but Facebook. Okay, so Facebook. Now, first and foremost, when I am on Facebook Marketplace, I'm looking for broken phones. You can look for phones that are in good condition, but my focus is on broken phones. I like broken phones because usually they're a lot cheaper than fully functional phones, and it's a lot easier to find deals. Let's take this one for example. Marketplace. Did I message them? All right. So this is they're selling it for 200, but the price is negotiable. It has a crack in the screen, but the phone turns on and all the functions work properly. Okay. So first things first, I need to know is it unlocked? Hey, I wanted to know if the phone is unlocked, right? Because it's not mentioned in the description. Now, the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check what this phone is selling for. You could check eBay, you could check Mercari, you could check Swappa. There's a lot of places you could check. So a 128 gig in good condition is going for 330. This person wants $200 for the phone. They listed it for 300, but they updated their description and it was listed 49 weeks ago. They've had it listed for a very long time. Nobody wants it. Why? Well, because it's a broken phone. So we don't know if the phone is still available, but we're gonna check. So now I'm gonna go and I'm gonna look up the price for a 13 Pro soft OLED because that's the original screen. Or we could just go to a vendor's website. Let's do Mobile Centrics. And let's look at 13 Pro Max soft OLED. Let's see how much. Okay, part is only about $50, right? So if we, and I'm not saying that you have to get this part. There are less expensive parts that you can get, but if you want to reduce the risk of getting a return, then you want to get the highest quality part. And this is actually a Pro Max. So we need a Pro. We need a 13 Pro soft OLED. All right, 13 Pro soft OLED, $65, right? So if the phone sells for 350, let's say the fees are about 10%. That's $30. So it's 325 that you'll get. Your screen is where was it? Where was it? Your screen is 65. So let's do 200 plus 65. Okay, that's 265. Now we're going to deduct what we make after fees from what we spent. So after fees, we get 325. So that means we made $60 on that deal. A repair is typically going to take you about 15 minutes. Now, you can make slightly more, you can make slightly less. Where are you going to sell that phone after you repair it? You're going to sell it on Facebook Marketplace to start, right? It's very easy to get started selling on Facebook Marketplace. It doesn't require a lot of skill or work. You take a photo, you post the item, you look at what it's selling for on a website, very, very simple math, and then you flip it. And again, why are you able to do this? You're able to do this because you either learned how to repair phones or you already know how to repair phones. How can you learn how to repair phones? You can either grab my book and get connected with me, and I've taught over 15,000 people, so I can help you get started within a week learning how to fix phones. I've done it dozens of times with people with no experience. I can definitely help you. I'm confident in that. Or you can just spend hours on YouTube learning how to fix phones. Regardless, it's your choice. I'm giving you the sauce. I'm teaching you the skill. I'm showing you how to go out there and how to find the deals. So now we got a 15 Pro Max. Let's check this one out. This one has a cracked back glass. It's very easy to fix. If you're married, you can take your spouse's hair blow dryer, or if you have long hair yourself and you use a hair blow dryer, you can just use a blow dryer to take the back glass off. I wouldn't advise doing it that way, but I know a lot of people who are on a budget that do it that way. There are some more professional tools that you can get to do it. Now, I already messaged this person, so I'm not going to message them again. Sometimes people don't reply, and that's okay. Now, this one is, we don't want to buy these because whoever is selling it didn't get their information off of it. Ba, 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 ba. And I don't live in a very large town, so there aren't always tons of deals posted where I'm at, but I do my very best to capitalize on what I see. If even in a on during slow times, I'm able to find at least one deal a day, and on average, they make around 60 to 100. So it's not terrible. You know, you do that 5 days a week, then that's 500. Trying to see if I could find any more broken phone deals. And you have to be patient, right? Sometimes, depending on the time of day that you're checking, you might not always find a deal. Like this is one that I messaged already. Did I message this one? They said it's very clean. And sometimes you have to look at the photos too. And again, this is not the only way to find deals. You can use websites like eBay, Mercari. There's lots of places to find deals. I'm just showing you the easy, the simple way. If you need help going across your marketplace to find these deals, let me know and I'll hop on it with you and check it out. Don't worry about that. This is a little overpriced, but let's see the description. Price slightly negotiable. And that's the thing I love about people selling broken phones. Most of them are willing to negotiate. When you try and talk to sellers that are selling phones that aren't broken, they're often of the mindset of, oh, I know what I got. And I'm pretty firm on price, right? So I'll message them and, I'll just say something like, is this phone? Oh, it's unlocked. It's been listed for 7 weeks. Okay. So I just want to make sure it hasn't sold. A lot of people forget to update their listings. So, hi, has this sold yet? I see it's been up for 7 weeks. So I just want to make sure at this point, right? I don't want to get into that's the mistake that I see a lot of people make. They want to start negotiating, they want to ask all these questions, they want to make offers, they want to get invested, they want to type up essays and start messaging people, and they don't even know if the item is still available. You don't have to waste time. Ask what you need to know before you start trying to go for the deal. So I'm looking for cracked iPhones. So these are locked. I don't want those. And again, I already messaged the seller. I'm waiting on a reply. Let's see. Let's see if they said anything back to me yet. Nothing yet. So I'm checking. I'm checking. Let's see. Let's see. Any deals? Any deals? Still looking for deals. I'm just checking to see if anybody has any questions in the comments or anything like that. Nothing, no questions. All right, cool, cool, cool. Right back onto Facebook Marketplace. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna check eBay because some of you might have that issue where you're in a small town and you feel like this doesn't apply to you, and I don't want anybody to have any excuses for why they can't do this. So I'm just gonna show you guys how I use eBay to find deals, right? This is the beauty about eBay is that You don't have to leave your house. You can do this from the comfort of your home office, your desk, your bed, or your lunch break at work. So what we're looking for here is I like to look for the auctions that are ending soonest. Why do I like to look for the auctions that are ending soonest? Well, because you can typically find stuff like this. In 8 minutes, this phone will be sold for $237 unless someone bids higher for it. And we already know that the phone sells for 350, and that's their buy it now price, right? So we already know that if we want to just effortlessly make a little bit on this, we know that the most that we can pay is probably about 300. And again, the auction ends in 8 minutes. And this one is not even broken. That means you could order it, you could list it, and you could sell it as is. That's called online arbitrage. That's a totally different subject. I'm not going to get into that. To keep it simple for the purposes of this video, I'm going to show you a filter I use for parts are not working, and then I go for the auctions that are ending soonest. So we look at this. This is an iPhone 11. It's unlocked. It's $43 right now. Right now it's $43. Okay? Let's see. Let's see the description. It's broken. It has a battery health issue. The Face ID doesn't work. We don't want that. Why? Bad Face ID is going to be a little difficult to sell, and we don't want difficult to sell. We want easy to sell. We want an easy sale. Always remember that. We want an easy sale. So let's look at this one, iPhone 11, 128, same company. I bet you it's the same issue. Bad Face ID. Oh, I'm wrong. All right, broken screen, chip on the back glass, and the price is a little too high on that. So let's skip that one. I'm gonna leave this tab open just to see where this ends up at. Let's see what else we can find. This one, what's wrong with this? This 13 Pro. We know we get 350 for a 13 Pro. Battery indicator lights up but doesn't charge. Water infiltration. All right. So we know that the device has water damage and it won't turn on. Oh, we got the IMEI. Let's look that up real quick. I'm gonna check it and I'm gonna see what's going on with this. Let's see. Give me 1 second. I just want to run the serial number and see if it's clean, because if it is, then this is actually a good buy. We can get it in, we can diagnose it, and then we'll be able to determine what the cause of the damage is. And worst case, if we're not able to fix it and it's clean, we can sell the motherboard for parts and donate it. All right, so let's see. It's a 13 Pro. All right, I don't want that one. All right. We got a 13 Pro Max. It's SIM locked. We don't want that. And again, when you're shopping for deals online, this takes time. Facebook Marketplace is quick. If you're sniping deals online, it takes time. I've had days, if I'm being completely transparent, I've had days where I was on here for 8 hours, right? A normal 9 to 5 shift, and I'll find 10 deals that I made 100 off each. When I get them, I'll spend maybe 2 or 3 hours doing all the repairs on 8 to 10 devices and make, you know, 100 off each. So that's decent, right? You're looking at 11 hours to make, that's roughly around 80-ish each hour if we want to get real technical on it. So that's not a bad return. Still looking for deals, still looking for deals, still looking for deals. I'm gonna find one before I end this live, for sure. I'm definitely gonna find one before I end this live. All right, so we have this crack back. That's a little overpriced. Actually, let me double check. Oh, and it ends in a day. Want to find. Let's see. Still looking for deals. Still looking for deals. Still looking. Still looking. All right, so we have a 16 Pro for $166. Front screen. Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. Think this is good. All right, so yeah, let's look at this one. So we have So deals like this, right? You have a 16 Pro. Yes, it only works on T-Mobile, but it ends in one day. It's $166. Now, if we go on here and we look at what is a 16 Pro T-Mobile selling for, 16 Pro T-Mobile is going for $626. After fees, we're looking at around 550. So if you watch that deal and you're able to get it, for even 300, that's still a come up. Now, yeah, there's some things that you have to check. You have to make sure that the serial number is clean. Um, but let's say you buy it on accident and you get burned, you can still use the parts on another device because the parts in that phone are very valuable. And the parts are not, usually the parts stay clean. So you don't have to worry about that. And if it's not as described, you can always return it. So don't stress yourself out about that. And that's all I've got for you. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Like I said, my book is only $27. You can go ahead and grab it on my website. A lot of people have found it very helpful. I've trained over 15,000 people, been doing this for over 6 years myself. This is all I do. Fix phones, teach people how to do it. That's it. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Otherwise, just hit the button below, learn more right on this post. Go to my website, PRABlueprint.com. Go ahead and grab the book. Book's $27. If you don't like the book, you don't learn anything, you get your money back. See you in the next video. Peace.